Yeah, like all the Mega Drive stuff went up. Nintendos.
Yeah.
Anything old school. Because there's a period where you could buy all car boots for like a $5.
Yeah.
And then you could sell it on eBay. I used to take pictures and test it all and then get pictures of the games up from the internet and put them on.
Yeah.
It's about 40, 50 quid each one. So
yeah.
It's a good little... For a Sunday, I'd always earn... on a Sunday, I'd always earn about 200-300 quid once I put it all together.
Yeah.
Not bad Sunday.
I remember it was the summer holidays, I think like year 10 or something, and me and my mates were bored, and my mate was like, I got some spare cash, should we have a bit of a nostalgia trip? And I'll buy a GameCube from Amazon, because that was when I think it was like Xbox 360. So it was literally only the one generation back, but you know, it's like it was a nostalgia trip at that point. And so we bought this GameCube for 20 quid, bought like Resident Evil remaster and stuff on it. We played it for a few days. It was really good fun. But the point I'm making is, so this was like maybe 10 odd years ago. To get a GameCube now for fucking 20 quid, you'd be laughing. Like even those kind of generations of console are now going up in price, you know?
We use like PS1 generation, weren't you?
Yeah.
And some of those games have gone mad now.
I remember there used to be this Harry Potter game that they used to...
Oh, I remember that. We used to
sell
hunt for it,
used
mate.
to sell on eBay for
I
I think it was like 60 or 70 quid. It was, like, it was PS2 Harry Potter
I remember
Philosopher's Stone. It was like just a certain game. I can't remember what it was.
One of them,
But I would literally... Blockbusters must have had loads of them.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, on my way back from college, I always used to pull into Blockbusters because they used to sell it in there for like 30 quid.
Yeah.
And every time I bought one, they kept restocking it. So, like, I kept going in
and then
there.
you'd flip it for more on...
That's what I mean. I'd sell it for 70 quid. And then, like, the next week, I'd go on my way home, pull into Blockbusters. But the geezer must have thought I was a right nutter.
This kid.
Yeah. It was that one there. Yeah. It was,
I remember the game.
It was the one on the PS2, though.
Absolutely,
yeah,
mad.
the one on the PS2.
Also,
I don't know why.
just to interject for a second. Fucking Blockbuster, what a throwback!
I know.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah,
I used to love that, mate. Friday night, go to Blockbuster, get a film.
Yeah, love it.
Be great.
I think if Blockbuster had done a Netflix and just called
absolutely.
it,
apparently Blockbuster. This is a bit of a tangent, but who gives a fuck? Blockbuster could have acquired Netflix at one point,
really,
and they were like, "You do Postal? What the fuck? You want to fuck off?" And then obviously now the rest is history.
Because there was a phase, wasn't there, when it was transitioning, where you'd sign up to like a company and you'd because I used to love film.
You
post it, and you get your video back. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, but it was like it was good because it was a monthly subscription.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I was Mega Drive,
film.
man.
Yeah,
Mega
Drive. My first console, which I still have, it's in the loft. Nintendo 64. I've got I've got GoldenEye, which I know is 100%, but also quite sought after. I've got Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is another quite big one. I don't think I've got any of the.
Did you ever play International Superstar Soccer 64?
No,
that was like my first football game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I think it was like the first game that
I want to see this. Is now bring that up.
Oh mate, yeah, because the players were like called like instead of Ronaldo, it was like Rodaldo or something. And like
Pro Evo, same as Pro Evo.
Absolutely class. Yeah, I still got my Nintendo 64.
But I remember playing that thinking this is like real life.
Yeah,
and I watched it back.
Yeah, I remember the Nintendo the FIFA 2004, like the first FIFA game I got, and I was like, oh my god. It's like Thierry Henry is in my room. Yeah, and obviously it's really fucking not at all.
But I wonder if that'll be the case in 20 years' time when you look back at, look back at stuff now. You're like, God, that's so shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh man, this game was amazing. Little arrows.
Absolutely class. So for the audio listeners, we're just watching a little rerun of International Superstar Soccer 64. If you want to come over to YouTube, you'll be able to see what we're looking at right now. But it's the early days of FIFA, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the early days of FIFA.
A lot of FIFAs look exactly like that. Those 2004.
I think FIFA
ones.
is criminal, personally, because I feel like FIFA is literally what they do each year, bringing out a brand new title, and we'll only go on this briefly because this is about nostalgia, not about FIFA. I feel like they could easily do it in DLC. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the updates aren't that great.
That's exactly what PES is doing this season. They're literally just
They're just DLC in their previous game.
Yeah, so 20 quid.
See,
Yeah.
that's how it should
But
be
then
done.
it does always just reset everything, and it's like you
Yeah.
can go back in, the market gets reset.
Yeah.
Because the first few...
See, I've never been one for Ultimate Team
The
and stuff.
first few weeks of Ultimate Team are just... I mean, I haven't played it for 2 years because I got so addicted to it.
I used to spend so much money.
I mean,
didn't
I
on
used to get
cards.
like, because I used to have a house, and I'd have 6 of my mates would bring all their TVs, their Xboxes round,
Mad.
and they would just stay at mine for like the first week of it, and we'd set them all up in the front room, and we'd just sit there opening packs,
Mad.
like drinking the.
I'm
Red
slightly
Bulls.
concerned because you just said you used to have a house and you're talking about
Yeah, he
how much
lost it.
money you spent. Did you lose your
He
house?
lost it.
I
He lost
the
it on
house.
packs.
Yeah, I lost it on packs, mate. Packed it. All.
If you'd have filmed all that, mate, that would have been.
Do you know what I was
back in the day?
like,
But I
I
remember you
think
saying about it.
the only like big YouTuber back then was like KSI.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I sat down with my mates and I was like, I think we should film like
Yeah.
the house
Yeah.
and just everyone as a character. And
Right.
I remember like looking at another house which I was going to rent, like a bigger house, had like a swimming pool and stuff.
Mate, you'd have been ahead. So you'd have been on the
I know,
FIFA packs,
yeah.
and you'd have been on the Jake
Yeah.
Paul Team 10 shit before any of it.
Oh, no, I swear I was looking
I
through
remember
it.
him saying
yeah,
so,
and like
you were
'cause-
printing from the house.
because I was because I used
Yeah.
to print from the house.
Yeah.
This is pre-high
And I was
Jack.
like,
Nice.
I just thought. I mean, obviously,
you're
I've
ahead of
done,
your
I've
time.
done good, you know, from the printing as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I do remember thinking, like, we had loads of ideas. Like, we was gonna buy like a bus and set up a YouTube called Away Days, and we would just turn up at random Sunday league games with like drums. And
Oh my God,
My mate was
no
like, we should get a chainsaw, and we'll just call it like Away Days, and we'll just cheer for like the away team, and just but turn up like nutters.
Oh, mate. That's a fucking...
Good job we didn't do that one, but
Dan, you brought a few things in for us.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, when we were talking in the WhatsApp, I wasn't sure whether we had to bring stuff in. You know, when you do it at school,
Yeah, like
you
show
bring
and
in-
tell.
Yeah, and but no one's brought anything in, so now I feel like a bit of a dick. But I'm gonna show them.
No, please do. Yeah, man.
So I've got my. I love Mega Drives and I love Mega Drive games. I've got sorry, it's Streets of Rage 3. That was your gem at a car boot. If you find that at a car boot, so these I think I paid 60 quid for this, and I had a quick eBay search earlier. And that's about 150 now. 140.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Good little
little
investment.
profit.
Maximum Carnage.
Quality.
Don't know where I got this from. Either a car boot or eBay, but I didn't pay too much for it. But I think that's what, because of the Venom and Spider-Man. I think that's worth about
of course.
maybe 150.
Yeah.
Decent.
Definitely over 100. And then Fatal Fury 2.
Oof.
Now
The sequel.
the sequel,
Yeah.
mate. For this, you know, you say about nostalgia. Like when I was young, I had a few Mega Drive games, and I really wanted this game so bad. But it was like 40 quid.
Yeah.
And I just like I never had the money for it, and I just wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
And I never got a chance to buy it when I was young. So like, as I got old, I was like, do you know what, I'm buying it. I think I got that off Amazon maybe, but I've looked on eBay. I can't find that on eBay in the UK.
So that means potentially you could set the bar.
Yeah,
As it's not been solved. Forgive me if I'm wrong, because Sega was the first console I ever had, but I was like, I was probably about 3 or 4. Is the Sega and the Sega Mega Drive, is that the same?
yeah. So you had the Sega
same
Master
thing?
System, which was pre-Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
And then you had the Sega Master System and the first Nintendo were like the two. You know, you always have two.
Yeah.
So and then it was the Mega Drive and the SNES that come out.
Ah, yes, yeah.
That kind of rivaled each other.
Yeah, because I had... Was Street Fighter on Sega? I had some form of fighting game.
Street Fighter 2.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Was it? I
Mortal
definitely had
Kombat.
a
Street Fighter
fighting
2
game.
was Nintendo, and that was like... I was a Mega Drive kid, and a few of my mates had like the SNES. But Street Fighter 2 smashed it on the SNES. That was the one that like just pumped...
Yeah. That's what Sega hired in some people to make. So they done Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
And the guy just had free reign, the designer. And you know, like all the finishing
Fatality.
moves. Yeah, all the fatalities.
Mate, they got
But
so much shit
nearly
for that.
got
Did that?
banned.
It was like...
Even back when I was like 8
Yeah, there was people.
pixels.
There was like people trying to sue them. And,
Mad.
like, there's literally like lawsuits and everything. There's a really good documentary on Netflix at the moment, and it goes through the whole history
Yeah,
of like.
it's
So it's
really
like
good.
the Atari, and then it's the Nintendo.
Is it
and
called
the
Game Over? Is it
Game
called
Over, yeah, and it's
so
like it's about
good.
the battle
So
between
good.
each other.
Yeah.
It's really good, really interesting. But I was full on growing up. I was like in the Mega Drive
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
We were like full on. Like you had your rich mate who had the both of them.
Yeah.
Have they ever done Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter? Like,
Nah, they've done a new Mortal Kombat.
They should do
It's,
that. Remember when like WWF and WWE was it? Or-
combined, yeah.
No, WWC. Remember when they like combined and they
Yeah.
was like fighting each other? The
Yeah.
WWE.
I think because
They should do that with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter is that because isn't Street Fighter part of Capcom?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And they've done Marvel versus Capcom, haven't they? So
Yeah.
so Street Fighter has definitely been in a versus thing before.
Yeah.
And like I say, Street Fighter versus.
Have you ever seen the
versus
films?
Mortal Kombat
The old
with Bang.
Street Fighter films with
Yeah.
Van Damme.
Oh, it's awful.
yeah.
That Kylie Minogue in it, didn't it?
Did it?
Sure. Right, I mean, if I'm
she's
wrong,
spinning
I'm gonna
around.
get fucking slated. I'm slated. Mate,
Fatality.
Ben, can we Google that quickly? Yeah.
Ben,
One of
what's
them had
Kylie
a
Minogue
spinning
on?
bird kick, didn't
That's what
she?
I mean. Yeah,
Spinning
Kylie.
bird kick.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure she would. Please let her be
Kylie
in it.
Minogue.
I look like a right.
Street Fighter. Was it Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Street
Oh,
Fighter.
she was.
She was in
Thank
the
fuck for that.
Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear, oh dear. There she is.
Oh,
Look. She's
mate.
full on, like got the cap and
Jesus
everything.
Christ. Looking good.
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh what
I think it flopped the film, but it has some
Yeah.
good actors in. Van Damme.
video game
Yeah.
films do struggle. They really do. But yeah, it's like the Mortal Kombat film. Some of them, Jesus.
I've never seen
they're
those.
They're questionable.
They're awful.
What the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat film?
Films, yeah.
I've never.
They're a
Was Van
bit-
Damme in them as well?
I don't know. I don't think
Probably.
so. I don't think so. But yeah. Now I had a Sega. I think I had Sonic as well.
Oh,
the first Sonic on Sega.
Apparently, on
It's like
Mortal
flying
Kombat, the guy who wears the glasses and stuff, they asked Van Damme if he would be the actual character of that guy,
Okay.
and he said no. So the guy just ripped him off anyway. But it
Ah,
was just
right.
Really?
Yeah. Van Damme.
Oh
was like
yeah,
that.
I heard that was on that thing.
Yeah.
And
And
so they just did it him.
They just
anyway.
done it anyway, yeah. Like, but just called him a different name. What was his name? Like Johnny something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Van Damme.
Johnny Cage?
Johnny-
No, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Who's a Street Fighter guy, Ben? Google it.
So you were saying then about Sonic.
Damn van.
Damn, man.
Characters, yeah.
I remember one Christmas, my mum.
It's Mortal
bought me-
Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Mortal
was
Kombat.
before,
Sorry, my bad.
She bought me 3 Mega Drive games, and obviously, I think at the time, I don't know. I obviously didn't believe in Santa, but it was for Christmas, so, and we didn't have much money back then, so she hid them, and I knew where the hiding space was, so I took them all out of the wrapping.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, also, yeah.
No autographs,
Boom.
please.
Yeah, you took about the rap.
So yeah, pre-Christmas, I used to sneak up, take them all out the wrapping, play the game,
No.
and then put them back and hide them. And then she caught me like about 3 days, and that was all I had for Christmas. So I'd already completed all the games. Before.
No.
So, yeah, she was a bit angry.
Oh man! But yeah, and like I said
bring that in
earlier,
post.
I went on to the Nintendo 64, which I have to say, I still, like I said, I still have it by the skin of my teeth, because I remember I did a few car boots a few years back with Mum, and we took this Nintendo 64
Oh.
with us.
Oh,
It
boy.
didn't sell.
I'd have
Thank
snapped that
fuck.
right up, mate.
Yeah.
I'd have been all over that.
Mate. Yeah, Nintendo 64, like I say, Zelda and all that with it, the controller. I got the PS1, so not the original PlayStation, but you know they then brought out
Yeah.
that smaller
The mini one.
PS1.
Yeah.
I got that up there as well.
Ain't yours though.
Hey. You're
Ain't
definitely
mine.
you are getting frogged, mate.
No,
There's
that's-
so much money up there.
No, I got Dan's DJ Hero.
Oh.
Just mate, I borrowed a game off him years ago, never go back. Hope he doesn't listen. But but yeah, what was I going to say? You just completely thrown me. PS1 games,
Dance mat.
oh mate, they were banging. They were banging the dance mat. Guitar. I tell you
With your
what,
Justin
Guitar
Timberlake
Hero,
album.
does a
mate,
Guitar Hero
Guitar
stay?
Hero. Yeah, but Senorita banging it out. But Guitar Hero 3 literally like took me from liking like really being into rap music. The reason I like metal and rock
Justin
music and
Timberlake.
stuff. Yeah, it took me away.
Right,
It took me away from Cry Me a River to
Not
to
Jay-Z,
like metal.
JT.
Yeah. Mate, the guy can dance though, and he can act.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Guitar Hero 3 literally changed the direction of my music taste, without a doubt. Playing that game,
I was going to say my music career.
Is that, that's a rose on the front. Or,
I think it's a rip-off of,
Yeah,
yeah.
They've
mate,
done the
he's
Van
a
Damme.
fucking legend, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. But we'll and that's
Oh,
another
it's a
thing we'll do.
rip-off,
We need to
yeah.
do. We need to do a music episode as well, where we talk about our music taste and shit. That would be banging. But yeah. So video. So how far have you taken this, like collecting Mega Drive stuff?
I used to have once on eBay before I went travelling to Australia. So when I went to put it in context, when I went travelling to Australia, I sold everything I had, literally every single. But I had a shed full of like old Mega Drive games, computers. Like I bought 400 quid's worth of stuff on eBay once, like a whole lot, and it was like 10 old NESs in there, some SNESs, some Mega Drive games, and I drove like an Astra van up, and I could just about squeeze it all in. Do you remember it all in the flat? And it was.
I remember
everywhere.
the Astra LPG.
Yeah,
Daniel.
yeah. And that was
big.
full of all the stuff. So when I went to Australia, I sold everything, and I sold it really cheap just to get money for traveling, and I've been collecting little bits since. I've probably got 100 Mega Drive games at the moment. One Mega Drive. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
You've got a NES, haven't you? And we've
I
got a
think
couple.
so,
We've got
yeah.
some PS1s.
Yeah, we've got a few little things knocking about in the factory.
Oh, Command and
Nice.
Conquer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Solid.
Command and
Oh,
Conquer.
mate.
Solid game.
But with the
I love
we
Command
used to
and
have
Conquer.
the
link
split,
up.
you know, the
Oh,
you
yeah.
could
Yeah.
split it on two tellies. It
Yeah.
was like the
Before you could
original-
actually play against someone.
Yeah,
You had
like
to
as well.
link
They
it
got
up.
Yeah,
LAN. thing
the
working.
original.
Yeah, the original. Yeah. So
That's
we spent days, and we just linking up and playing.
Oh
that.
yeah, we just
Command and Conquer.
Mate, I
because
love
we
Command
we
and
bought
Conquer.
it like a couple of years ago, didn't we, for Christmas? Just as
Yeah,
like a
nostalgia.
throwback.
Yeah.
And we was on it for days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we ruined Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Our mum and dad didn't. Like, we're like you need to spend some time with the kids. Like, we're playing.
They recently. I bought it earlier in the year. They recently remastered it.
Did they?
Yeah. And
Dangerous.
but what they could do, right? So on the remaster, you're playing it, and then I think it's like tab or a certain button, and it will revert it to the old graphics.
Oh,
and it's like,
cool.
Whoa.
Have they remastered it on what? Sorry,
on like
Yeah.
PC,
Oh,
on
extremely-
PC and that.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Because
That's
the only
mean-
the only thing with it is like on the PlayStation, it couldn't cope with.
Yeah. Well,
and it used to go really slow, didn't it?
really slow.
Whereas
Yeah.
if
We
I-
used to
mean-
build up huge armies.
Really?
Yeah.
well, I'm telling you now. Obviously, we've just got a new PC for the studio.
Nice.
That fucker can run the remastered like a boss. If you
So
want
could
to,
we
if you
go
want to
in?
build a
Could
massive
we go
army,
in and like have a little forum? Could we
honestly,
do
why
that?
not? Yeah.
Oh,
You could probably
well up for
film
that.
it now. can't you? Is it Twitch?
Yeah.
You could.
Allegedly, possibly, maybe Twitch channel coming soon.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
mate,
do
I'll be
I'll be up
well
for
up
that.
for
Do
it.
Yeah.
some FIFA streaming, some Command and Conquer streaming.
I mean,
Clubs.
we're pretty lethal.
Yeah, we do a
We're
little
pretty
club.
lethal with Command and Conquer.
There
so
is.
Oh, yeah.
There you
We don't
go,
want to lose
cool.
any friendships.
Yeah.
I'm
But
fucking
yeah,
shit
yeah.
at those games.
Yeah, no,
Love
remastered.
Command
Yeah,
and
17
Conquer.
quid. Yeah. I got it recently.
Remastered.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, mate, it's fucking brilliant. Do you remember the campaign for it?
Yeah, sending Tanya.
Yeah, but you the actual story I completely forgot until I started playing on the remastered. It's what's his name? Albert Einstein
Oh, okay.
creates time travel to go back to kill baby Hitler or a younger Hitler
shit.
to
Oh,
stop the Nazis from winning the war. But because he does that, the Russians take over. So that is the Command and Conquer
yeah.
like future reality.
I was more of a skirmish man myself.
More of a skirmish man.
Because they've
I
got
was just watching
Teslas in it, haven't they?
Yeah.
They were ahead of the game.
That's it. Oh man,
the
but yeah,
nuke.
Command and
The
Conquer.
nuke. Oh,
Yeah,
mate.
the nuke, mate.
You'd wait for ages.
What
for
did
it
they
to
used to
load.
say?
They'd
when it
do
was,
about half damage.
a missile
to
has been launched.
Yeah,
and you'd be
yeah.
like, oh, fuck.
You just go white. You're like, fuck.
yeah. Oh dear.
A dad, I remember Daddy's play. He used to just always in the barracks would just make loads of soldiers.
Yeah,
just loads
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
And
He'd
then
turn
just
up
nuke.
with like loads of tanks, and then he'd have like 5,000 men just running. And he'd just be sitting there pissing himself laughing.
Yeah.
What a game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
mate.
Command and Conquer's the one.
Oh, we got to do that on Twitch. I'm well up for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be up for that.
Yeah.
That'd be banging. That would be banging. But yeah, Command and Conquer was huge.
PS.
Absolutely huge.